Good morning, everybody. Welcome back, and family. Welcome back to another daily analysis. Without further ado, I think that maybe we should just hop right into it. Taking a look at the weekly charts. Again, we see that we've broken out of our falling wedge, right? We definitely did pull back as I expected. This is pretty normal for any falling wedge pattern. We came down just a little bit. We didn't go all the way down to our previous support level at the 0.055 level. We actually came down to the 0.057 level, which isn't too far off, but still, very good in terms of a slight pullback before possibly going up to retest this 0.074 level, right? So I think that what we're seeing right now on the daily chart is pretty healthy, right? Again, we have how many touches on our trend line? We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, and what was soon to be 6, right? So this is very, very healthy. And again, guys, everything that I do is from a non-biased perspective, and I've literally, taken all of my drawings off of the chart just to see, what's the most bearish thing that could happen. And believe me, I haven't seen anything yet that indicates a bearish scenario for AMP, despite what BTC is doing. Bitcoin is definitely, it's been having an amazing week so far. We've seen price action go up very slowly and steadily. Right now, Bitcoin is hovering around the $35,000 level. But, again, AMP has been pretty much, defying, price action against Bitcoin. Even when Bitcoin did fall, our support is holding strong at the 0.055 level. So, again, man, I've tried to look at every bearish case scenario for AMP, and there's definitely way more bullish cases than bearish cases. And I think that our strong support level at the 0.055 price range is pretty consistent. We know that the bulls are there, definitely. So let's hop into the 4-hour, right, just to see what's going on. Now, for those of you who are just now, looking at these videos, the YouTube channel is pretty new, but, I started doing these daily analysis on Reddit. So for anybody that wants to follow me on Reddit, just make sure you go on Reddit, join the AMP community, and follow me at Desire to Achieve, the same name as my YouTube channel. But one of the posts that I put up earlier, it might have been, maybe my second or third post, we spotted this bullish butterfly harmonic pattern on AMP's chart, and we projected that, it was going to take off, and it did, right? We had a 50% increase from this previous resistance line flip support, right? And I had mentioned that, it's very possible that these harmonic patterns may play out later on AMP's market, and it may even possibly play out on the daily charts, right? And that's exactly what I'm seeing going on right now, right? So anytime you're not able to spot a trend, then the market is telling you that it's in a non-trending market. But AMP has definitely been following a trend, just not the traditional trends such as higher highs and higher lows, things like that. AMP has been following a lot of harmonic trends, and what I spotted on the 4-hour yesterday, kind of just amazes me, because what we're seeing right here is another harmonic pattern. This is known as a bullish crab harmonic pattern, right? And just so everybody can take a look at how this looks, it looks like this. And I explained earlier that, not all harmonic patterns will follow the exact measurements here. But for what we have marked up on the charts right now for AMP, all of the metrics for this bullish crab harmonic pattern line up except for the X through D wave, right? This is normally a 1.618, but when we're looking at the charts right now, it's a 1.019. And that's completely fine because, nothing matched up 100% on the bullish butterfly pattern on the 4-hour, but it still played out to how we expected it to happen, right? We still had that measured move, we still had that huge impulse, right? So I mean, with that being said, guys, I think that we're seeing the same thing here playing out, just in a bigger fashion, right? So taking a look at history will tell you everything. With this bullish butterfly, right, we see the harmonic play out, right? We see a slight impulse, a slight increase right here, came down to the trend line, and then we took off, right? Let's take a look at present day. We have this huge bullish crab formation, right? We broke out of it right here. We have this slight impulse. Again, we hit the trend line. So, I mean, we did the same thing here. Little impulse after the formation, trend line, take off. Same thing. Trend line, bounce off, little take off. I mean, I think it's only right to assume that we are in store for a nice, healthy takeoff, right? And measuring this pattern, if this plays out to how we expect it to play out, then I think that we will see a potential top of 26 cents for AMP token, at the end of the completion for this bullish crab pattern. So, and then also, even if we wanted to show this on the daily, let's show on the daily really quick. It still plays out. And this was one of the significant things for me, right? So, showing our XABCD indicator on the daily, it still plays out, right? We still see this bullish crab formation on the daily, even if we take away, what we see right here for the falling wedge, right? We have two very strong bullish cases for AMP right now. And believe me, I've marked up as many possible bearish case scenarios as I can. And, I haven't seen one yet. So, I think that this bullish crab formation that's playing out on the 4-hour and the daily are very strong. And again, just measuring this move out, our next targeted price would be 26 cents. So let's take this off of the daily and then zoom into the 1 hour. So looking at the 1 hour, right, pretty much see the same formation playing out. We see this bullish crab breaking out. We are moving sideways for a bit. We hit our trend line here. Looks like we have a double bottom right here, right? Just sort of looking at the bottom of this candle. And, this is a great sign for upward momentum. So I think that, our next stop for healthy and steadily price movement would be at the 0.074 mark. So, I think that we just have to be a little bit patient to see how this plays out. Patience is definitely the name of the game. The charts, it needs to do its thing. The market needs time. Anything that goes up too fast is bound to fall down even harder, and we've seen that happen with Bitcoin in the bear market of 2018. So, I still have no concerns with AMP. I've been buying bags slowly. I have a lot staked for the Flexit network on Flexit capacity. So, diamond hand, guys, diamond hands. Everything that we've been seeing going on right now in Bitcoin's market is definitely textbook 100% market manipulation. But in other news, AMP did make the news again on investing.com. This article was released on June 28th, 23 hours ago. So, it says AMP and LPT token. We don't really care too much about them, but they've been listed on Coinbase. And this article basically gives, a deep dive about what is Flexa and what does it mean officially being listed on Coinbase. So, it even says that, the Coinbase listing is historic and gains credibility to Flexa. So, I think that, again, Compliant companies will always support compliant companies. Flexa is probably one of the most compliant crypto projects out there in the entire coin market cap for crypto. So, for anybody who doesn't understand, what Flexa is truly doing, Flexa is not only, a company, but they're a compliant and officially registered money transmitter. And you can go and look that up for yourself. We actually have a few posts in the Reddit community that shows where you can find the 13 states that Flexa is a compliant and registered money transmitter. So, adoption is happening behind the scenes. This isn't one of those mainstream tokens that, gets a whole bunch of hype and then, price just stumbles. No, Flexa is a legit company. And, legit companies often don't get the recognition of the mainstream, but they do get the recognition of big business. And, that's exactly the path that Flexa and AMP token is taking. So, in the words of Warren Buffett, nobody wants to get rich slow, but, at the same time, be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy. And I will leave you all with that to think about. So, hope you all have a great day. Love y'all. Thank you for the support. And if you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave comments. And also to subscribe. So more content on the way. And hope you guys have a great day.